Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Innkeeper today, playing some Mini Metro with a new microphone. We're going 1080p now, and I've got a new microphone. The previous episode was 1080p. This microphone shouldn't sound really any different. It might sound a little bit clearer, but you should hopefully not be able to hear as much background noise. I don't know. I'm still tweaking it. You know, if you hear anything, if it sounds better, you know, it's nice to know. I think it sounds better. The problem is that I have a left ear infection. Well, an ear infection in my left ear. So I cannot hear anything but white noise in my left ear. It's pretty fantastic. Anyway, Commuter did New York in the previous episode. Didn't do too badly. You know, for a first time in New York, I think we did a fairly good job. We should play Hong Kong. But I feel like I need to master London or Paris. Paris might be a good idea because we didn't do too well there. Apparently we lasted 96 days, which is longer than New York. We lasted 283 days in London. That's pretty great. 96 days. That's weird. I don't know why that's significantly longer. I guess I can't put my finger on it. I kind of want to give Paris another go. I feel like it deserves another go, but it's very tough. But our name is tough. Our middle name's not actually tough. However, with the new microphone, hopefully you should still be able to hear Merv. That is, of course, something that is required. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get ready. Can we go round like this? Yeah, there we go. That's fantastic. We will get going. We should have something appear in the corner here. There we go. That help out fairly well. Merv, though, I'm not too sure how sensitive when it comes to mucking about with that lot. I've tried to... Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Hold on a second. This is unfortunate. Now, that's an unfortunate part about Paris. Is that unfortunate? Well, I said unfortunately about 7 times here. Unfortunately, the whatever they would call their river or water going through Paris, it's quite dominant. It's very much in the way of the mainland, and you do get a lot of cross connections, and which, of course, requires a lot of underground tunnels. I'm going to open the secret room. Also, I have a new chair. It's pretty great. I think I've spoilt myself throughout this last... Oh, man. Merv's not scared of it. He's usually scared of things. Like, I guess because I'm here. I guess like, oh, hey, yeah, master. It's a bit weird. I'm not too sure if he thinks of me that way at all. Would be pretty awesome if he did. What do we have right now? We have 2 locomotives and 3 tunnels. So that's pretty great. We probably want to start another line here. Probably around this location. That seems pretty neat. It's connected to a few of these colors. If we go along to the square as well, that means we won't have too many problems. It just gets rid of some of the issues that we're having with what will soon be yellow's issues. If we pause right here and just go back so that he goes down like this, that'd be pretty great. If yellow can just go back from these areas and just do that instead, that would also be pretty great. In fact, I don't think I'm going to take anything from those guys there. I'm going to go up here and then make it so that blue just starts from there. I think that's a much better idea. Yellow has to traverse quite the distance. However, we do have our center station already, which is the square and triangle, which is pretty great. We have another triangle up here, which is a bit unfortunate because yellow has already been planted. But that's fine. We can do the same thing. It just takes yellow a little bit longer. We do have a new locomotive, and I think we can get a carriage and put that on yellow. I think that's a good idea. Keep that sped up. I'm going to try and go at supersonic mega speed right now. Oh, wow. We're getting a lot of good shapes right now. So blue, I think, needs that job. There we go. That won't get them in the way too much. And blue, they're all sort of fairly close to each other. So I think that's pretty good, especially for blue right now. There's a lot of connection, lots of circles. Another circle down here. That was good timing for me saying circles. What are we expecting, though? Sooner or later, one of these circles is going to turn into an interesting shape. And we're going to try and make that the center station. I'm not too sure how we can manipulate it since it's randomly generated. Manipulate it for it to be the center station. But hopefully we get lucky and it becomes sort of like this circle right here. This is a pretty good one. I think blue's having a little bit too much trouble right now. He's going back round. Yellow has to go this way. So there's a few issues down here, which I think requires another locomotive for blue. Just to go here and pick up some of the guys that are having a few troubles at that station. Yellow right now is fine because he can pick up quite a lot, 2 times as much as a normal locomotive, since he is a carriage. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a mute button, or a dedicated mute button, with this new microphone. So I have to sort of turn down the gain to minimum, and I think that turns it off. I'm not too sure. I'm probably going to find out the hard way. Yeah, there we go. Do we need another carriage? I think we do need another carriage. Having another line would be pretty great, but I think we're doing fairly well right now with what we got. So I think if we add a carriage to blue, And then we probably just want to, like, take the rest. Take the other locomotive from blue. We don't need it. But the thing is, we can move it. That's fine. It's doing its job right now. In fact, I don't see the problem. I may as well just take the other locomotive and put it in yellow. Here we go. This is when we start having a few bridge issues. Now, this is the center station. We're going to have a few problems with this. Mostly, the problems will be that this is probably going to be a connected station where all of these guys go, since they're both connected to the square station. So essentially, this still is the center station where all of the transfers of this particular shape go. Also, another connection here. In fact, I don't think I want to do that, because I could just do that. And that means I don't have to use another tunnel. But the thing is, it does mean yellow is taking a little while longer to actually get a lot of this started off. And I think yellow requires another locomotive. I think that's a good idea, because it's getting a bit hectic right now. In fact, what we should do is make another station down here connected to this guy and just sort of go like that. I'm not too sure. I think it needs to do this. There we are. Now yellow doesn't have to pay attention to those two. And in fact, yellow can just go there now. That's pretty great. Locomotive and another line. I think another line's a good idea, just to back up just in case. Yellow has to do a little bit more work now over this area. I wanted to go down to the triangle to... Actually, I'm not too sure why. I think it's just to ease off from green a little bit more. I think green should probably go up to the square there. However, otherwise we're going to get a lot of squares that are dropped off at this location. And we don't have any going up here, which means we're going to have a few issues. So I think it's worthy making another tunnel just so that lime right here doesn't have to hold too many squares and drop them off of that triangle there. That's good thinking on my part right there. I feel pretty good about that. I want you to go on this side. Now he's going to come back in time by the looks of it. Yeah, that station's having a few issues by the looks of it. Hopefully he makes it. Okay, is he going to make it? I want him to go on the other side, because otherwise he won't pick anything up. There we go. The problem we have right here... Let's pause for a second so we can analyze what the situation is. Also, I really do need to clear my throat. In fact, a better idea is for me just to stop recording and then come back. Anyway, I do apologize. I think that's a much better idea, actually. That way you don't get any random silence moments. Right, so what we'll do is we'll get lime down into this triangle, and that's all right. I'd prefer a square, because that way we can get rid of this tunnel right here and use one safely. However, this station seems to be accumulating quite a lot of people, and the problem with it is that it's connected to 3 other stations that are circles, and it's going back, which means it's probably going to be full when passing through, so it won't pick anything up when it's dropping things off at the triangles. So what I think we should do is what can we do in this situation? I think we might want to reevaluate blue here a little bit, because we don't want all of these stations connected in such a way. I think what we need to do, we'll get yellow out of the way first, because for some reason I feel like that's a bug half the time. We want to go down here, connect ourselves to these stations, then come back up, and we want to reconnect ourselves. See, unfortunately, that's the station, which means we will have a few problems when it comes to coming back and dropping off squares. That's going to be the next thing that we may have to deal with. Blue needs to stay here, that's the thing. So, if we keep what we have... In fact, I don't think we really need blue to go to this triangle. We can just have yellow go to it, and then they can go across here, since we took up 2 stations that yellow need to go to previously, and they were keeping the peace. Merv? You okay? He's sort of just like waddling to his cage in shame. You alright? Don't know why I'm asking. He's not going to answer, really. He looks a little bit shamed, though. He looks a little bit bashful. Which is, you know, we'll leave that for now. I'm not too sure what that was. I think he had a wing malfunction. But anyway, that's what I call it. Wing malfunction. How are we going to do this so that... I think we go round like that. But then we have a problem with the squares. Once again, this is... Oh, no, we can go to... Oh, crap. Let me just deal with that. If we go to that, and then we can have yellow. Oh, no, I want yellow to go down there. Maybe we gotta readjust our lines a little bit, because we're having a few problems down here with all these circles. Hopefully one of them changes. But the thing is, if we get lucky, we might have a square turn up eventually, but I'm not seeing that happen anytime soon. I could ignore that, but I don't think I can. I don't want blue to go up to this other station right here. So I think if I start him here, go down a little bit. I kind of want it to interconnect so that he doesn't have to always go back and forth. This might be fine, but the thing is, then we got these two, so we kind of have to do this. Oh, what? Oh, right, of course. So we can do that. That works out. But the only problem we have there is that yellow can't drop off any of these diamonds, and they've all got to be connected in some way to the diamond right here. I mean, I guess he can, because this square is going to have a... Like, right now, it's got a diamond on it. Yeah, I'm sure that's a diamond. Anyway, I'm sure that is. All of the commuters are going to drop off here from yellow, or here, and get picked up online. Probably here mostly because of all the extra shapes that he has to come back with. Actually, that works both ways, but still, it's a reality that we have to deal with. And the only way they're going to be taken is from blue, which has to go all the way back around this circuit. It's interesting. We're thinking right now. We understand. That's what's happening. We've just got to make the perfect loop. The looper. We have to make... I think we have to just have commuters go here. This works. It works, but no one's going to diamond, which means we're going to have the same issue that we were having before. I don't think that's really good, to be honest. The diamond being here is not good for us at all. We need a tunnel. We have one tunnel, which could work out if we use it wisely. I'm actually starting to think if maybe... No, we don't have any squares here, so we can't do that. But the square... Okay. I don't think we need yellow to go down this line anymore. I don't think there's much point. We have every shape, including the square, which is right here, and the diamond that we have with us right now. So having yellow connected is pointless. We can use that extra tunnel to cross this river. Oh, not that way. Actually, that way might be interesting, because that actually connects now. Now, it does mean we use two tunnels. We'll see how that works out. I think that might be pretty good for us. Or it could be awful. I mean, this works in several different ways. And we also kind of want yellow to interconnect as well. But we won't be able to do that unless... No, that circuit ain't going to work with all this blue in the way. We're having a few issues around these tunnels right now. Where did our other locomotive for blue go? I'm pretty sure we had a carriage for blue. What I'll do is I'll add another locomotive because it seems like they've disappeared. I think it's because I readjusted everything. That may be the case. Merv, what do you want? Hey? What are you looking for? A life worth living? Get out of here. What's wrong with you? We need to move this guy here. He will take too long, I feel. Actually, he probably was just about to make it. But I'm not gonna leave it to chance. That's what I'm doing right now. So this circuit is still an issue. But I think this is a much better system. Now, we probably want a line. We do have pink right now, and we're probably going to eventually use that for this section here and get rid of some of the stress that yellow has to deal with to probably deal with some of these circles along this line. The problem right now, obviously, is these circles. I think it might be good around this area since we have so many, and that way it gets rid of some of the tension that blue has to deal with these circles. Another one right here, that's really bad. That's quite a lot. Especially with them all being in this direction. We basically just get filled up by the time we get to a station that we can actually drop them off in. Apparently. It's looking okay. There's a plus right here now. That's not good. We do need an extra tunnel. Oh, wow. I didn't know I could do that. That's pretty great. What's this? A lock. I'm not just sure what that does. Oh, it keeps it on. Oh, I'd rather it on. There we go. I like it to be on here constantly. Alright, so we'll go speed up mode. Yellow's going to start having a few issues, so I think I'm going to stop right now. I think we do need to go for the extra week so that we can get more tunnels. We'll see how it goes right now. Oh, no. There's a pelican up here. That's really... It's not too bad, but at the same time, it's pretty bad because now everything's going to be dropped off here, including the pluses and the pentagons. We're going to have to stop right now. Not the pentagons, but... Well, actually, yeah, the pentagons, because all the blue is going to drop them off there as well. Can we move them up here? No. Yeah, we cannot. Yeah, we cannot. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. That's not good. I'm trying to stop Merv now. Anyway. We might want to readjust this entire system right now, because I don't think it's suitable for what we're doing. It's definitely flawed with all this mess going on. So what we'll do is we will do this. There we go. Such an easy way to get rid of all that. That's fantastic. And we still have all the carriages and that lot connected, but I imagine eventually they're all going to change. Right. So what we want is we're probably going to change yellow for down here to get the pluses. Now, unfortunately, pluses are going to have to be connected as well, which means we're going to have to make an alternate line for anything around here. Now, we want 2 connections for all of these special ones. We can't do that right now exactly because we've got 5, so one of them is going to be odd. Probably the diamond is going to have a blue connected to it. And we're going to have green connected to these guys. That's going to be around this section. I think that works out fairly well. I think we're getting connected there as well. Blue is going to come round here and connect himself about there. And then I think we'll just have pink. Pink needs to be connected to that square. We don't need to take anything from that triangle, since that should be pink's job. So what we'll do is from pink, we will go up here and around this area. See, that's not fantastic because now we've got a few problems with pink and all these circles. And I think we have to make the exception for all these circles. So we might want to start off here. I don't want a bridge there. That's not great. It looks like we may have no choice of having a bridge there. But we need this to be a full circuit because all these circles are really going to get in the way. We do have a connection to all of these extra pluses now. Lime has a few issues though. See if we keep going. Oh, God. Now Lime's got even more to deal with. It looks like we may need a carriage there instead. Yellow, I think now still has the carriage. No, he doesn't. Okay, so we'll add a green. Lime can have an extra carriage and another locomotive since it's not a complete circuit. Blue, right now, I think it needs the extra carriage. So I'm going to do that. And the extra locomotive can go for pink. And we'll see how that works. It may go absolutely awful. It might be completely awful right now. We're going to hope we get lucky. Right now, we're going to have a few issues with this line. In fact, we're going to have quite a lot. In fact, we want purple to come up here and perhaps help out a little bit. And now this line's connected, which means we get to keep our bridge, I suppose. We're going to pause right now because this line right now is having a few problems. So I'm going to see if we can move that up. And we're going to have another locomotive slightly behind it. I think we're just going to move these guys around. There seems to be a lot of micromanagement involved to really get the proper... Another locomotive and a line or a carriage. We may need an extra line, but I think a carriage is pretty nice. Especially with purple right now. I'm not too sure if they have a carriage. They do not. I think they just have a lot of extra locomotives. So we're going to have a carriage right now. There's a lot being stopped off here. So I think blue needs the extra line, locomotive, so we can actually pick up all of these extra guys. There's a square down here, which is fantastic for purple right now. So I can be able to drop off a few people and pick up a few more without getting too full. That's really good for us right now. We do have an extra tunnel, so extra bridges are possible. I keep flipping over my words now. Flipping hell. Saying bad things. Yes, stuff. Fantastic. I feel pretty good about this. This line right now is also having a few issues. Yellow needs the extra locomotive. Right now I think green's okay, so we're going to move this down to help out yellow. There we go. We've got a lot of pluses here. That's the real issue. So if we come back down, pick a few of them up. This line is not as intense now by the looks of it. I'm not too sure. He's dropping a few people off and he's not picking any up because, of course, he can't. Only blue can actually pick anything up. Any pluses there anyway. There is no square connected. I did not realize that. Okay, if that's the case, we'll just put yellow up here. And if we put them up so we can actually collect the squares, that'd be pretty great. That's a good choice of our extra tunnel. Good use of our extra tunnel. We do need to drop off squares from that area. I did not realize that was a problem. Right now, we should be able to get to that place before anything really bad happens, since pink should be able to deal with it. This is really hectic. This is messed up right now. Already, we're having a few issues here as well. Yellow should be coming down to deal with those circles, though, and take some of the triangles up here. But there are a lot of pluses. That's actually not too bad. He didn't pick anything up. That's interesting. Why didn't you pick anything up? What's clicking on them do? I feel like it makes them go towards it or something. And they, like, change their route. I'm not too sure if that's the case. However, these guys do need to come down here. I think we probably want to get rid of this. Actually, no, because this is the end of the line kind of thing. That's why we don't want to get rid of it. Let's see. Is anyone else having issues right now? These guys are going to start having problems. I think we need to add orange into the mix. Having an extra tunnel would be great here. I think for now, we're going to do this. And then we're going to get an extra tunnel there next week. We're nearly there. It's nearly Saturday. Sunday even. It's Saturday now. And then we'll make a tunnel for Yellow. Because Yellow's not doing too much right now. He needs a little bit more. He's got 2 locomotives. The only problem Yellow has is that there's a lot of very special pluses that can have to go through a lot of connections in order to get to the plus. A square right here. Lime's having too much to do. I think we need to sort Lime out a little bit. How would we do that? Merv, no! 1 second. What are you doing, Murph? Don't hello me. You're not going to be up there. Ow. Your claws hurt. Bastard. You bastard. Right, okay. Oh, wow, that was a jump. That was like a cozy pressure sort of landing on the seat there. It was ready for me. I feel good about that. It's already got a groove going on. Not really a groove. That'd be terrible if that was the case already. Right. I forgot the controls a little bit. There we go. My mind just wondered. How are we going to sort out Lime? Because Lime has too much to do, and we do have an extra tunnel. An extra line. So we can get rid of some of the pressure. Unfortunately, this area doesn't have too many squares connected to it, and I think that's going to be the main problem that we have right now. So I think having this area connected to orange would be pretty great. Just sort of this bit. We can just have the... If we get rid of Lime, and we have Lime pretty much do what it was doing before, but instead it goes to this plus, goes to the triangle, and then makes his way... Does he make his way down here? I think he just does that. I think that's much better. And then what we have, because we have pretty much everything here, is we will connect orange to probably this line right here. And make him go pretty much around. Now, the problem with this is that, of course, if he gets any pluses or diamonds or anything like that, he's going to have a few issues. So I think it might be a good idea just to go for that diamond as well so we can get rid of that problem if it does take place. He probably will get a little bit filled up, though. So we may need to worry about that. Pluses will be an issue. He will drop a few pluses off, but it will go directly into a line that's already connected. Anything else? Diamonds, that will already be transferred to the pluses. That will be transferred from Yellows up anyway. It might work out. I'm not too sure. We don't have anything in here at the moment, so we should find something. We have a locomotive in here. Purple has quite a lot. Oh, that's good timing. So, tunnel, and we'll make this a locomotive, and we'll make this a tunnel. Do we want to make that a tunnel, or do we want to make purple a tunnel? Or blue, and an extra tunnel connected to that triangle. I'm not too sure. I think I'm going to keep that for now. Having the extra tunnel is really nice, though. I don't think we need another carriage, but I could be mistaken. Later on, we might start having a few problems. We'll go into speed up mode. Let's see how good this extra line attachment's doing for orange. It looks like it's doing fairly well. He's picking up a lot of circles right now and dropping them off at the more specific lines. There's a diamond I think he has. No, well, there's a diamond there. He doesn't have any pentagons. He did have a lot of triangles, though, and he's dropped a few of them off. And it's sort of like the cycle begins again. I think blue should take that line. Oh, crap. No, wrong one. I don't think we need blue going to that line anymore. We might do, I'm not too sure. But I think purple right now has the most carriages. And the only reason that's the case is because of how many circles there are and how long it takes to get to certain areas. Yellow right now has quite a lot. Not very much to do. Oh, no. Okay, that's really bad. We've hit 1,000 people, though. That's pretty great. Unfortunately, this isn't going to work out too well, because now this orange station's not going to be interconnected, which means we're probably going to have to get green or someone to connect to that special block right here. And that's going to have... Oh, that special block right there has changed the entire dynamic of the plan right now. We might want to get rid of everything and do it again. Okay. I think what we do is we get rid of that connection and just do this. Well, try and do that anyway. I'm sure if I replan it. There we go. So that'll work out. Unfortunately, it does mean that we're using up 2 of our tunnels. That's really good that we got tunnels, I might add. Just to have this, what, cone shape. And the only other issue with that is that the 2 cones can only really be dropped off here, here, and here. If anyone connected to it has it. Purple isn't connected to orange at all, which means they're going to have a few problems, which means we might want to have orange connect up to that, purple even, connect up to that from this station. Like this. So that works out. But it does mean they have to traverse a much greater distance, which is quite unfortunate. We might want to have blue connect to it from the other direction. I really wanted yellow to go down here because we could pick more up and transfer it along a little bit more without getting filled up too much. The problem is that it's just so far away. So if we get like cones in this direction, we're going to have a few blockages. And it'll take us a little while to actually transfer everyone. I think if we get blue to do this, I think that works out. This is really weird because now for some reason it lets me pass these areas. I think the only problem I've got with this is that blue has to do quite a lot. I think that's my only issue there. And the tunnel needs to be there. So we may need another locomotive on blue. That's too long. That is just too long for blue. But it gets rid of some of the faff that orange has to deal with. And now orange is going to need another locomotive as well. It's Friday though, so we're going to wing it. We're going to see how it works out. It's probably not going to work out. There actually is another locomotive for blue there. I didn't realize that. However, he's going to have to do some picking up and some dropping off. Any troubles anywhere else? Are we seeing anything? Oh, there's another triangle there, which I think orange should take. But no, lime doesn't have a long enough line right now. Unfortunately, now we're having a triangle build up, which I've never seen before. It's usually just been circles. Got some circles down at this new cone station. Locomotive and an extra tunnel I think is going to be fantastic here. I think it needs to be around this certain area, but I think a carriage as well. Oh, wow. What am I thinking right now? I wish it gave us... Oh, no, a tunnel. I thought it said lime for some reason. That's fantastic, then. I might want to take a tunnel so that I can take off some stress of green. And maybe have him work around this area a little bit more. Because yellow's not doing too much right now, and I think he's got 2 locomotives. But having the carriage would be pretty great for orange. I think we go tunnel. We get 2 extra tunnels. We put them along here. We get rid of the stress that green has to deal with, if I can actually do it. There we go. Unfortunately, the same thing is still sort of occurring here. This very large amount of triangles being used up. What this also means is that we might be able to get purple to connect down here. Or lime, maybe. Orange could do some work. I'm not too sure, actually. Ooh. Very busy right now. We're thinking. We're using our mind brain. It's very good. Oh, no. Don't do that. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to do bad things then. I'm not too sure how the microphone sounds when I'm not talking directly to it, actually. At least with fraps. I don't know. It might be different. So... I'm trying to think right now. It's really hard to think. Right, I'm going to put a locomotive here. And we're going to not use up that tunnel because we don't have to use it. It's more of a backup in case we have this problem again. Now, we've got a lot of pluses here that yellow is going to eventually get to. But I don't like the idea of it filling up that quickly. Blue right now needs to deal with this extra thing, which means they're probably going to need to get rid of this weird blockage thing that we're happening with blue. Because I don't think we need it right now. I think orange can actually deal with a lot of the problems that it has. Yep, okay, that is a clear identification that I need to get rid of all this extra lollygagging that blue has to deal with. So if he actually gets back to the station, then we won't have to deal with too much of that stuff. I want purple to stay connected to this because it's a special block. There's a star right here and it's on orange. That's not good. That's really bad. In fact, I'm kind of thinking that maybe yellow should go up and deal with that. And we might want to have another locomotive. The problem with that, you know what? Both of them should connect to it. All of them should have special connections to them anyway. So I think it's a good idea if we have yellow and orange deal with that. Yellow may need the extra carriage, though. I'm thinking carriages might be pretty useful here. Now, however, it does mean it's another place for pluses to be dropped off, which is actually not bad. If orange finds pluses... Ooh, that's... That's Lime's job. Yeah, I don't want more... I don't want yellow to deal with more rubbish right now. I'm kind of thinking... we need to do this as blue. That might be a bit too much. In fact, a line might be better here for it than a carriage. I did say I really wanted a carriage for yellow. I think we get a carriage for yellow. And we just do this. And we make sure he's up here. He'll go down there later, but I need to pick up all this stuff. See, now purple's having a few issues at this place again. So if we pick some stuff up here, take off a bit of stress. It's because of these stars. It's a bit mental. He's picking a few things up there by the looks of it. So he's going to drop off a few of those, pick up a few more people, go around here. The carriage is looking fine there. God, it's really freaky when all of them just get like one extra person. It's so hectic. I think what we do... Oh, I can move that up and down. It bobbles. That's interesting. Is we do this, and we get rid of this extra line from yellow. Actually, no, we got to keep that. And we add the extra locomotive here for green, because now this square is having a few issues. In fact, we're going to have blue do an little extra effort there, just to help out with green. We have an extra locomotive on lime. I keep saying green, I should say lime. It is the correct color. Yeah. Don't know why I paused there. And my brain was trying to adjust to all this madness that's going on right now. It's so hectic. So many, like, circles right here. Oh, God. What's happening? Like, the mass transit. Oh, it's Saturday. That's why. I think that's actually a thing. So we've got to watch out. Exactly, Merv. That's what I'm thinking. My brain's just fried right now. So he's going to drop off here. We have him drop off. We need an extra line. And we need to have an extra locomotive on blue to pick up stuff from this guy. And we need to have an extra line going around this area because there's so much going on with these circles and these corners. It's just mental. We need the extra tunnel for yellow. Ah, this is mental. I can't deal with that right now. There's too much going on. All these lines have just, like, died a little bit. I don't know how to deal with them. There's so many circles. Adding the extra line is going to be really difficult to deal with the mess that we have right now. So I think what we do... And with that spawning without us having any tunnels. I think the game screwed us here. Damn it! The game doesn't give us enough bloody tunnels for this map. I don't know what to do at this point. Other than get rid of yellow, but we need another square. I guess it's connected to a square there now. So we won't need that tunnel. But it's going to need to go back here. Which means getting rid of that circle as well. Unless we have green go for it. For some reason, tunnels don't exist. There we go. I just had to... No, wait, what? I'm sorry? Oh, right. It's because that's in the way. If we do that, there we go. Connect to that other station. That's our way of cheating the system. It's this bit that I'm worried about. It's messy. I think we need to quickly move a carriage. We can't. They're all full. Here we go. One from yellow that we'll move. Unfortunately, it's just connecting them directly to that carriage, which is not... I got a 3-man carriage right there. That's pretty great. It keeps connecting. Oh, God. GG. We screwed up, ladies and gentlemen. This area just was mental right now. Continue in scenic. That's interesting. So we can keep going. Okay, then. So it just sort of gives us everything that we want. There seems to be a percentage gauge right now. That's pretty interesting. Efficiency milestone. So I need to really find out how to do this perfectly because I'm still not doing a very good job. This is just mental. I don't know how to deal with that. It's all these circles. There's got to be a much better way. I think we just needed an extra line. We needed one probably here to connect along this line. Another one connecting along all this stuff. Another one connecting along all that stuff. And then the extra ones. We did have up to blue right here. So 6 lines were available to us. However, unfortunately, we did fail the challenge, which is to do it properly. And we didn't. So we're going to have to go back now. Paris is difficult, I'm finding. It's very difficult. And we averaged... I think we got more passengers. Our peak efficiency was 60, apparently. What's this? Where am I? Let's go back. Oh, right, because scenic is without any of the countdowns and commuter is this one. So, oh, that's much better score. 160 days with 3,295 total passengers delivered. Top score of 1,792. I think that's not bad. I think I've definitely improved. That map is very difficult because of how much water there is. And you've got to get quite lucky with where the special shapes spawned. I definitely think the cone and the star spawning was what did us there. Because there was so much congestion on the places that were further away from those stations. However, we won't worry about that right now. What we'll worry about is next time, ladies and gentlemen, when we play Mini Metro. A good way to go out there with the title and everything and all the stuff going on in the background. That was fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time for some more Mini Metro. Yes! Simulate those trains. Go full speed and then jump out of it. And then for some reason the failsafe, well, dead man switch don't work. Great. That's actually a pretty good film. Goodbye.